Hey guys, my name's Ronnie. I'm a 50-something-year-old guy, and on this channel we talk about life from my perspective. Hope you've had a good week. It's Friday night for me, and I had a pretty good week, but it's been a tough week for our country. Just seems like there's a lot of bad going on all the time, and it really got me to thinking this week, where are we headed in the future? What's going to happen to us as a society? I've always been a bit of a sci-fi nerd. I love the Star Wars and the Star Trek movies and TV shows, and I know that a lot of people kind of have their camp. You know, they have one or the other that they like, but I just like all sci-fi in general. But it kind of got me to thinking about the future. What are we going to be more like in the future? Are we going to have a Star Trek future or a Star Wars future? And I'd love to hear your opinion on that. What do you think? I'm going to tell you a few reasons why I think the way I do, and then I'll give you my opinion at the end. First of all, the kind of the philosophy. The philosophy of Star Trek is more of a society coming together. Maybe they were like us at one point and they had their differences and their problems, but at some point they were able to come together as a world and work together. Now, more the philosophy of Star Trek is a never-ending rebellion that just continues on and on and on. It's more like the way we see things today, really, in our world. And then think about the technology. We kind of think that technology is going to make life better, and it really does in a lot of ways. In Star Trek, on the ship, they have these replicating machines that can create things from nothing, almost making food, different kinds of food. And just think about the implication of that for the future. If we had that, we could end world hunger. But would it be used in the right way? If it was created, would people try to hoard it? Would people try to sell it at such a high price that it did not help the people that it really needed to be helped by? And then you think about the Star Wars side of that. Most of the things that we see in Star Wars as far as the technology are used for war. It's more, to me, the way that we live our lives. When we create something, a lot of times it's looked at, how can this be used to in a more of a negative way than a positive way, or how can it be used to make things better for me and not everyone. And then you have the leadership styles. In Star Trek, it's more of a unified democracy, where they not only have found a way to work together as a society, but they found a way to reach out to other stars, other worlds, and work together with them and create a federation of planets that work together as one. That would just be such an amazing thing. Think of the technology that we could share back and forth and how we could help each other and make life better for each other. And in Star Wars, it seems like it's just this continuous, never-ending rebellion and fighting that seems just generations go over and over and over, and nothing gets better. The leadership style is more of a people hungry for power, like we see today in our world. It doesn't feel like we make any headway today. We just fight. We take a topic, and there's two sides. One group is on one side, one group's on the other. There's no meeting in the middle. There's no debate. There's no figuring out a way to make things better for everyone. We just take our side and we stick with it. And a lot of that probably is due to politics, and that's kind of the way of Star Wars also, you know, the political side. There is no coming together. It's just my view, and then I have to stick to my point so that I can get reelected. And that's kind of the way I see it. You know, I don't see us moving forward at all as a nation. We just keep we're almost like on a treadmill, just running constantly, but we're never going to get anywhere. To me, human nature leads us to more of a Star Wars future than a Star Trek future. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love for us to have more of a Star Trek future where we could work together as a united people. But I know it's not going to happen in my lifetime. And to be honest, I don't see it happening in my children's lifetime. But that would be a fantastic goal, a fantastic thing to reach for at some point, if we could change the way we do things, if we could find a way to work together, be unified together, and reach out to other worlds. That would just be an awesome thing. But currently, I just don't see things changing a lot. So in my opinion, we have a Star Wars future. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Please leave it in the comments. Let me know if you think that we're more of a Star Wars future or a Star Trek future, and maybe give your reason why. If you got anything out of the video today, please consider subscribing. And until next time, we'll catch you later.